It's not Shrek's kid. Sorry.
All right.
I literally haven't
You ready
seen
for
that
this?
movie in 12 years.
Y'all ready for this?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. That's Nick.
I don't think we started.
Wait,
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Nick.
Who are you?
I'm Shrek reboot number 5.
Oh my gosh. I'm Shannon. Not Shrek reboot number 5.
He's number 4. He's old news.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, bitches?
What y'all been up to?
I have been up to... Oh, shit. This is the first podcast since Ultimate Alliance came out.
Yeah.
Which mine is
Oh.
still sitting in the plastic wrap.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I've been
and I
too
haven't
busy.
touched it since we picked it up on Saturday.
It's so good. I'm not even being
Yeah.
sarcastic. Like, I'm literally like 3 hours into that game, and it's fantastic. It's so fucking good. Granted, with that said, I've realized today that I apparently didn't play the first two. I apparently started the first one. I remember like the beginning of the first one. I don't think I finished it. I never played the second one.
I played I beat the first Ultimate Alliance. if I
first-
remember correctly.
Boss fight of one is Mysterio. Is that Mysterio? fight I was talking
I
about?
never made it that far. I remember being on like a rooftop of like a helicarrier.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
yeah.
and
This is
that's-
Shield Helicarrier. That's
I
the
didn't. I
opening one.
didn't beat that part.
Okay.
Actually, I guess the first major boss fight is actually Fing Fang Foom.
Yeah, I fought Fing Fing Foom.
So you got past Mysterio.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
Yeah. Mysterio is the first mini.
You
boss
see that
before
boss
you
fight took you like 3 hours. I don't remember playing this game for more than 20 minutes.
I also was playing on a higher difficulty.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I killed like
Oh.
6 enemies and was like, I'm out. Granted, that was 12 years ago.
I actually have a question regarding the game because I haven't played it yet. So in the first one,
Yes, you do.
you would kill people. Enemies would drop like items that you could equip to your people. Is equipment still a thing?
Equipment is no longer a thing.
The
It's
only
all been
thing-
replaced by a skill tree.
The only thing that drops is
Orbs.
health orbs and special orbs, which
The blue and red orbs from the
Yeah.
other games. Yeah, it's
so
the exact same.
blue
setup.
fills up your special meter.
I liked having equipment. Made it feel like Diablo.
Now
I can see
want
that.
this game to have Diablo aspects. Anyone else excited for Minecraft Dungeons?
Yeah,
I still
all
cannot
of
wait
us.
for that fucking game.
It was the game that I never knew I wanted because I don't know. Like, I like Minecraft. Like, it's fun, but I kind of got bored of it.
Yeah.
But I like Diablo a lot. But I don't know. It just seems like it'd be a really fun game, and then everybody can play.
I fucking love Diablo so much. Dude, they've got it on sale at Best Buy right
Diablo?
now for $29.
If you were to say 20, I was about to jump put it in my cart.
Well, I mean,
29, I'll think about it.
Certain people here do get 20% off at Best Buy.
That is
so-
true.
On video games, at least.
What was it for?
Switch.
Oh, I already have it on Switch.
Oh, well, fuck you.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
I thought that was like one of the things that you were just like, I want Diablo on Switch.
I do.
And then,
I
and then
think
they
we
came out
all-
with Diablo.
We all did. I don't think any
Right.
of us bought it.
You knew what?
We said, hey, Blizzard, for the love of God, give us Diablo on the fucking Switch. We're tired of waiting. Give it to us. And Blizzard said, okay, you know what? Here you go, guys. And we were all like, thank you. Never bought it.
Yeah,
This
that's
is why
pretty much
Blizzard was
pretty much how it went.
After every podcast, we murder the weakest link.
I would have been out of here long ago.
I'm on to you.
We are slowly getting that
Lead.
members.
Allegedly, that's a thing.
You
but
said a lead.
I mean, nobody will believe you.
No, guys, come on. Corey is at work tomorrow, so
Oh yeah, that's right. He's on
Wink.
something like 12-hour shifts.
And he has to be up at 5.
That's
so.
my story, and I'm sticking to it.
that has nothing to do with the fact that Kaylee broke her ankle this week.
Lightly sprained her ankle because somebody put a doorstop in the middle of a floor.
It's a Kaylee stop.
It stops more than a door.
Yeah.
It's a Kaylee stop.
No, yeah.
She would be the only person that would just trip on a doorstop.
Special talent, okay?
I've really just been watching anime, reading, and
Who
playing
watches
Destiny.
Oh
anime?
fuck! My whole fucking neck just popped when I did that. But yeah, I've been watching a shit ton of anime.
Anime, reading, and Destiny 2.
Still like 25 episodes behind on Fairy Tail.
You're not even a true
Very
fan.
sad. Fuck off.
I just kept
I
it.
do.
I mean, this
I had
is,
someone say that
this
to
is
me.
the
They were
final
like,
season,
"Yeah,
though,
but-"
so eventually you're going to catch up.
Well, yeah. But literally, people were at work and they were like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah." Like something happened, and I was like, "Hold on, like spoilers." Like I'm not caught up yet. And they were like, "You have a fucking tattoo." And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "You of all people should be caught up." And I was like, "Hey, I was watching One Piece." And they were like, "Oh, blasphemy, traitor."
I don't think that's how that works, but
God, you need to watch One Piece. So bad.
I'm not gonna.
I know you're not, but someone else in my life needs to watch One Piece.
No, because you won't stop talking about it. So I'm just kidding.
That's a very valid point as well.
He's not wrong.
Um,
Well,
I have
it
something.
hasn't stopped me about BoJack.
what anime is on the list aside from Fairy Tail? Well, apparently I need to fucking watch
There's a lot you both need to watch.
Overlord.
Overlord.
both
Shannon
agreed
finished
that we need to
Overlord
watch
and
that.
won't shut the fuck up about it. So apparently
Okay.
it's mediocre.
I haven't.
No,
I haven't
I'm
made it.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, I mean, it's been on my list for a while. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but Shannon killed the entire series in what, a week, 2 weeks at most.
I don't even know. It was probably a week. I don't know. It's something like
He's
that.
like, what day is it?
See, my thing is, I'm gonna butcher the name of this.
Oh, maybe up.
Um,
Might have been a week and a half. I don't know.
What are you doing?
We can have 2 weeks.
I'm gonna
somewhere.
butcher the name of this in 1 second, but my thing. So I really want to watch. Get that out of here.
I hurt
really
my little
want to
weeb heart when you
watch-
pronounce this wrong.
Actually, I will say, I'm not even gonna try it. Ari Fuerta Shokugoyu de Sakai Sakayu.
What'd you call my mom?
A very nice lady.
Oh,
No, is one of the new animes that's looking good. But there's here
is
we
there
go.
an English translation for that?
Lord Elmaloy
No,
the
there's not.
second, Zeppelin Grace Note, or Rail Zeppelin Grace Note, the new spin-off from Fate looks fucking amazing.
Yeah,
And I haven't finished the other Fate shows.
Oh, this is
I've
what
been-
you were talking
I've been
about.
binging
I haven't
Fate
finished
Stay
any
Night
of Fate.
to get through.
So this is so you're watching the 4 seasons.
So
the 4
I'm
shows.
watching Fate Stay Night so I can watch Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, so I can watch Fate Zero, so I can watch Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works Heaven's Feel, so I can watch.
Heaven's Feel supposed to be
this new
so
one.
good.
But this new one is it's
Miles
weird.
Lehman was
It's
talking
like
about
a
how good it
it's like a
Mile and Carrie actually both.
yeah, but it's like a it's like a spin-off from Fate Stay.
Fate
And it takes place in between Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night, but it is set up like Sherlock, and apparently
Okay.
is really fucking amazing. So like it's one of the people that participated in a Holy Grail war in previous years, is now like a private investigator, and it's set up like he's trying to solve mysteries with his summoned what the fuck are they called? Masters and
Commanders.
no, not a slave. The
servants.
Servants. Thank you. I was like, I was explaining this to you earlier, and I can't.
Joke and it was right.
No,
I want to pitch an idea real quick. And how many people are watching? Do we have people watching? Because you're in control of all that.
I'm looking right now. We got 2 people watching.
Okay, so
First season of Overlord is pretty great. Second was all right. I gave up after that.
who,
Oh, really?
Who is
Hmm.
that?
Dances with Lead.
Dances with Lead. Okay, I want to see your opinion, and I want to see if anyone else has an opinion on this.
From commonplace to world's strongest. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. So the name that I completely
I was gonna say
butchered.
that I know. Okay.
Yeah. That's another one that this season looks
Yeah.
fucking amazing for this summer.
I
So
agree.
I cannot wait for that. And again, that one's on Funimation. I'm really gonna have to just get a subscription to
I just
Funimation.
paid $38 for a month of Funimation
Why did you pay $38 for a month of Funimation?
because I had $1 in my account, and Funimation was like, "Hey, time to charge." Apparently, it's time for bed. So I paid a $35 overdraft fee.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's
That-
worth it. I love my anime. No, but since we have a new weeb and
Oh, Vinland Saga just started too.
I feel like we need to go back and restart Let's Watch Anime at some point to some extent. It doesn't have to be weekly, but I feel like we should do something.
I 100% agree. I'm 100% down. I know he's 100% down. It's more of a, can you get Wednesdays off?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, because again, I don't have Wednesdays off.
Right, but
anymore.
how difficult would it be? Or no, because you can't switch to that.
Correct.
Never mind.
Wednesday's the one day I cannot have off.
Yeah, because I was gonna say switching your Tuesday to Wednesday.
Yeah. There's no way. I hate to say it because I wish I could have Wednesdays off because that was the greatest thing ever.
Because yeah, I would be able to 100% do it once LDS is done. Once I'm done with LDS, I would have zero problem.
Is it something we could just do in the afternoon on Wednesdays? Oh, we have the podcast.
Hey, it's Wednesday.
I know. I was like, don't we do something on Wednesdays?
I mean, we could do
right now.
We could do Sunday nights.
I could do Sunday night. I'll do anything. All I know is, did you watch?
How are
did
Sunday
you
nights?
know what we did for that?
So
No.
we used to do let's watch anime. So we would
So
do
much
like a
fun.
let's play, but instead of playing a video game, we would watch anime and
So
then
it's
like
just
stream
reaction
our
video
reaction.
of
But like we would choose the most
We watched Higurashi.
Higurashi
It is the most, dude.
when
this
they
is
cry. It's what's the best way to describe this? Doki Doki Literature Club as an anime.
only worse. Like, this is a thing. So like basically this new kid moves to this village and starts going to school and hanging out with the other kids and stuff. So you've got a group of kids. I think like the youngest looks like she's like 7 or 8, and then it goes up to like 15 or so.
Yeah.
By the end, it's 6 series, so it's 6 arcs, and each arc is basically. We never got an exact answer.
Okay, so here
a reboot of itself.
Here's how this works. It is based off a visual novel. So this video game came out, and based on the story decisions that you make throughout, dictate how the game ends. Just like Doki Doki Literature Club. In each playthrough, everything's a little bit different each time. Well, so this anime decided to make it like that, and they would do a 3-episode story arc. And this is the first playthrough, and this is the second playthrough, and this is the third playthrough, and this is the fourth playthrough. So you're watching the same couple of days, or it's basically you're watching the same week replayed over and over and over again with different choices made, and everything being slightly different with each playthrough. And at the end, you have a completely different story with each of the different arcs, and then the final arc is all of the aftermath.
But basically, we're talking about, okay, kid goes to school. Kid, hangs out with friends. They all play games. They have fun. They go home. They hang out. They ride their bikes. They go to the festival, of the town festival at the end of the night. They go through. By the end of the arc, it's, the 8-year-old kid now has, like, the 15-year-old kid tied up to a stretcher, basically, and is just sticking nails through each of his fingertips and like just
like
cutting
the
parts
fingernail,
of
like
them
bamboo
off,
shoots,
and like it goes so fucked up that you just start off and like, this is really cute. This is really, what the fuck?
Yeah, and every arc always starts off really cute, adorable, set up like
Innocent.
a slice of life anime. It's very like you're just watching kids live life. And then something
happens.
turns, and then everything gets really weird and fucked up. But it's really funny because the
Twist
first
at the end.
right, but the very first like beginning part of each arc, like episode 1 starts right off the bat, like nothing, just going straight into somebody's on the ground, woman is on top of them, stabbing the fuck out of their face, laughing maniacally, and then it cuts.
That's right. I forgot that.
And then
that's how it
and then it's
started.
like okay, wait. So
The fuck did we
what did I
try?
just see? And then like it cuts to, oh, happy go
This is
lucky,
how the day
everybody's
started.
having life. And then slowly descends into that madness. So at the beginning of each arc, you see what the ending for each arc is going to be kind of like, and then you start back out with the cutesy happy go lucky, and then slowly descend into madness throughout the rest of the arc.
But there's several anime you guys should.
I mean,
get you on.
I'm still down for doing Higurashi season 2. I'm still down
Yeah, 'cause
for
there's still
doing
2 more
Ghost
seasons.
Story.
Ghost
I'm
Story,
still doing.
Ghost Story. Have we told him about Ghost Story? Can I tell him? About
I've told him about Ghost Story, but he doesn't know about Ghost Story. Like I just told him why it is the way it is.
Okay, so you know. About
So for those
I don't remember what we're talking about.
for those people watching, I guess Joe talk.
Okay.
But just to kind of explain what's going on.
So it is an anime that was made in Japan. It is called Ghost Story, and it went through.
Wait, anime's made in Japan?
Well, some.
There's some made in America.
Yeah. Like.
I mean, actually, if you go to Japan, like SpongeBob is considered anime because it's an animated feature.
Anime is their word for
Cartoon.
animation. And then you have purists that go through and be, it wasn't made in this specific region of Japan, so it ain't anime. But no, so Ghost Story got made. Bombed over in Japan.
Oh, is this the one where they had the English dub over it? And they're like, we have no idea really what's going on.
They sold it off to an American company. Was it Funimation that dubbed it?
I don't know. I know
it's a bunch of Funimation actors because like Monica Rial is in it. Chris Sabat is in it. Basically, they went through and were like, okay, here's this anime. You know, we'll just sell it to you guys. We have very little on it. We don't have any of the actual original assets for it. It was like, here's the video. You can cut the audio out and put in your own audio and do whatever the fuck you guys want with it because we just don't care about it. Here you go. So they went through and said, okay, no one cares what we're doing. So the actors all got together and were like, let's just make the most fucked up thing ever. So there's one part where it's just some kid walks up and he's like, Dad, look, I found a baby bunny. And Dad's like, oh, well, you know how babies are made, right? So a man takes his penis out and then it's like what the
This
fuck?
is called Ghost Story?
Yeah,
Yes,
because it involves ghosts. There's ghosts in it. But I mean, there's a bunch. There's points.
it's actually from Discotheque. So it's the same people that do Lupin the Third.
No, so hold on.
Discotheque is the
Is it the studio that did it, or I'm trying to figure out the American company that took it over?
The American company that took it over is Discotheque Media, an American
Really?
entertainment company that's based in Altamonte Springs, Florida. It's in the business of licensing, translating, subbing, and releasing Japanese anime, live-action movies, and television series. Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, they didn't go under after that.
Yeah, I'm surprised. But yeah, it's just the most fucking crazy. There's parts where people will just be talking and everything's normal.
Monster
and,
Farm, Monster Rancher, license rescued from BKN and AVTV films. It's kind of funny that they say license was rescued from these people.
But they literally people will be talking and then arguing and normal, just nothing major, and then just drop in racial comments and political stuff, and it's just everything is out of just nowhere and just fucking out of. It's crazy.
Okay.
But when we went to Louisville SuperCon, we saw Monica Rial.
Yes.
And she talked. Someone asked about it, so she talked about it a little bit.
What is Bladder Naked Blood? 1996 Japanese horror film directed by, I'm not even going to pronounce that.
Oh,
Hisayasu Sato.
Yeah, Hisayasu Sato.
Sure. It's a remake of the 1987 film Genuine Rape.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Contains one of the most appalling scenes ever filmed in Japanese horror. It is not pornographic and only does contain a mild sex scene near the end of the film. Sorry, continue.
They make some fucked up movies over in Japan, dude. Look it up real quick. They're making a third Ringu film, and I don't remember what it's called. It's called Saduka or
Ringu, not Ringo.
Do you know about Ringu? So Ringu is the Japanese film Ringu came out.
Is it Ringu Zero?
No,
it's
called Sadako. It starts with an S.
Sadako Yamamura?
Yes. So Ringu was a Japanese film.
Yamamura.
Americans saw it and were like, hey, we want to adapt this film and make it in America. It sounds like it's a really cool concept. American audiences would love it. They adapted it and called it The Ring. The Ring
so
sucks. Ringu, fucking terrifying.
Sadako Yamamura is the name of the main protagonist. Or no, the antagonist.
Oh, so Samara?
Yeah, it's basically
Sadako?
yeah, Samara
Gotcha.
Sadako.
Okay.
But first scene
It is
in
so much more
Ring,
violent
1990
over there, too.
film or 1995 film. Last scene, Sadako 3D 2.
Did you ever see The Ring?
I think I saw part of it. It didn't really. I mean, I know the concept.
Do you care about spoilers for a 15, 20-year-old movie now?
I'm assuming it's cool with people watching because right now we only have 2 viewers, one of which is Dances, which he usually is cool with spoilers, especially for something like this. I'm assuming he's already seen it.
Movie. And I'm not going all the way into spoil, but
the Scary Movie spoiled it anyway? Because I've seen that.
probably.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
So the
With
whole thing of it
Scary
is-
Movie 4.
Yes. Yeah. With Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh my god, that's right. And Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
So the whole thing with The Ring was it was a girl who it was a girl who was what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Being in your mouth.
Oh my god.
Which was a scary movie.
I don't remember that at all. I don't remember those films. I have worked hard to forget.
Aliens.
I've worked
It's
hard to forget those.
Leslie Nielsen, like the aliens are all like peeing from their finger, and then they're
Why did we ever find
And
it
then, like,
funny?
Leslie Nielsen's just like, what is this not normal? And starts pissing out of his finger. And then the alien's like touching the other guy in the mouth and then like starts pissing in his mouth through his finger and freaks out. Anyway, sorry, continue.
We thought these were the funniest fucking movies when we were kids.
4 was not good. 1 and
I thought it was hilarious.
1
in
and
theater.
2 was amazing. 3, 4, and 5 were like, what? Okay, why am I?
I didn't even know there was a
these?
5. I forgot.
Yeah,
There was a 6, wasn't there?
Something like that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. Continue.
But the whole thing with The Ring was there was a girl who was showing signs of psychic abilities, scared the mom. Mom was also a crazy psycho bitch. And so in The Ring, she runs up to her daughter and puts a trash bag over her and tosses her into a well. That's why you see the well on the videotape. And,
Yeah.
you know, the girl crying, it's her. That's Samara's, and that's all about her revenge and stuff. Anyway, in the Japanese version, mom runs up, throws trash bag over daughter's head, grabs a brick, smashes daughter's head in, and then like chops her up and throws her into the well. Like,
Oh.
Japan's fucked up.
5 is making fun of Paranormal Activity, Black Swan, Mama, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Sinister, Inception, Ted, Evil Dead, Cabin in
Ted?
the Woods, yep, Insidious, The Day the Earth Stood Still, The
That was
Help,
the issue with it. The Help.
50 Shades of Grey, and Medea.
Half of those movies are not scary films. Scary
Right.
movies, which is
Agreed. I mean, let's be brutally honest. Once they got rid of the whole Wayne's Brothers, is
yeah,
when it
the Wayne
started
brothers were
really
like, yeah,
taking
we're
a
out. That was
downturn.
when it was
Yeah,
like,
and
Which I
5 was
never
actually,
liked the Zucker brothers though.
huh?
It was the Zucker brothers.
Zucker Brothers did 3 and 4.
Yeah, but that's my thing is I normally like their films.
Right? Oh
And,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Airplane is fantastic. Basketball is fantastic, but for whatever reason, scary movie. I was like, I can't do this movie. It's too stupid now.
Yeah.
I can't
Agreed.
tell if there's something on my glasses or if it's just the reflection of the light bulb in there.
It's the glass.
No, I have a lot of anime though that we need to watch. We need to do Monica Magic.
Motica Magic.
Monica Magic. Is it Monica Magica? Magica Monica? Fuck, I don't remember. It's like Magic. Look it up real quick. The name. It is a magical girl anime. So like Sailor Moon or Cardcaptor Sakura, which I fucking love Cardcaptor Sakura. But
You haven't sold me yet on this.
so it starts off where it's just, cute girl and she's all like, "Oh, hey, like
Moda
I'm
Magica?
gonna Yeah, that's it.
No. Is that what you're
Yes.
asking about? MODA MAGICA.
Yes.
It's bringing up Barbie
with, like-
Magic Night in Paris.
That's not it at all.
Another meme. Barbie Moda Magica in Paris.
I'm not watching Barbie, Joe. I'm sorry. I'll have to pass on
Okay,
that.
but basically what it is magical girl, and she's all
Modica
like,
Magica?
"Yes." That should be it.
Puella
Yes,
Magi
yes.
Moda Magica.
Yes.
Modica Magica.
But anyway, what I'm trying to say, sorry. Magical girl running around. I need to save the world. Everything's all great. Apparently, it is listed as the top, I think it was either 5 or top 10 most fucked up ending to an anime ever and the biggest twist of an anime ever.
Girl is
Like-
offered a wish in exchange for a commitment to battling witches, a group of magical beings whose souls have been tainted by darkness.
But it goes dark quick. Like
turned-
it
who-
starts off like all.
who turned out the
cutesy and then,
lights?
Like, what's it got?
8.4 out of 10.
Well, it's like you said, a 4.0 out of 10. I was like, there's
8.4 out
Yeah.
of 10 on my anime list.
Wait, you have an anime list?
Do you use that site?
Website.
You should if you don't.
MAL.
I think actually I may have like stumbled across it the other day because I was looking for stuff.
Oh, it's only 12
the-
episodes, too.
Correct. But there's also 3 seasons. Either 3 seasons or there were some movies involved. They're all on Netflix. But no, I was gonna say it's really great for
12
tracking
episodes,
anime
24 minutes per
and
episode.
Tracking what you've seen, what you want to see, what you plan to watch, stuff like that. It has a full app. It's not a first party app, but there's a third party app for iOS that you can download.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
But
for iPhone.
that's where that's how I know where I am in Fairy Tail and One Piece and all of that. So when you pull it up, this is the main screen. So I'm currently watching Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card, Fairy Tail, Neon Genesis, and One Piece, and it literally tracks the episodes. So I'm 2 episodes in. 9
How do you
episodes in,
know?
8, and 171.
How does it know, or do you enter it?
You enter it. So
Oh, okay.
if I
I
go
was
to
like-
watch an episode of One Piece, I click that. That'll switch to 172. It also tracks everything that I've watched. So if I ever sit around and I'm like, oh, what was some good anime that I've watched? You can go through and retrack it and find it and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. And you rate it when you finish it. It asks you on a scale of 1 to 10, what was your rating of it, and that's how that rating gets listed. It's based off of an average of everyone's ratings on it.
It's an aggregate score.
But it's really cool because that's how I
It's like
remember about
Metacritic.
91 Days. You were asking about anime, and it was 91 Days. That's how I found it was on here. I was like, oh yeah, I had forgotten all about it, and it's very good.
Was it because it was 92 days later?
What is that?
28 days later?
The only thing I don't
That's
like
good,
about
man.
this app is I have it set
So,
so
28 weeks.
Okay, see, that doesn't make any sense. So,
Use this app. It makes no sense.
well, no, it has a setting on the app that when you click it, it will use all the English names of anime.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking doesn't work. That setting doesn't do shit.
It's in beta.
Literally,
Academia?
no, Hatarako Mayu Sama. When you click on it, it says the English name for this is The Devil's a Part-Timer. But I'm like, there's an English name right there, so why is it? So I was like, what the fuck anime is that? When I clicked on it, I was like, oh,
I've
yeah.
heard good things about Devil as a Part-Timer.
It's okay. Devil's a Part-Timer is a funny show. Basically, from what I remember,
This became the
show-
anime hour again.
I'm sorry, I'm a weeb. You let me talk about anime. I won't shut up. From what I remember, it has been 5 years since I watched it, 4 years since I watched it. But basically, I don't remember why he comes to Earth, but Satan comes to Earth and needs to get a job to sustain life on Earth until he can go through and find a way to get back home or something like that. But anyway, he basically goes and becomes a manager to McDonald's. So it's literally just a show of him working at McDonald's as Satan. That's the whole show. But it's funny, it's good. The first 9 episodes, it's building, and you're like, oh, this is really good. And then it seemed like they were shit, they didn't fund us for a second season because the manga goes on much longer. But it was shit, we don't have any more funding, so let's wrap this up in 2 episodes. So it just comes to a halt. They don't answer any questions of anything that they were building to. Little Witch Academia.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. Sorry, shifting away from anime for a little bit. Apparently, I need to watch that one too.
Nick doesn't like it when I talk about anime.
Well, no, I just
Anime.
who was it that was saying we didn't talk enough about video games on this video game podcast?
Shannon.
Yeah. Destiny 2 New Solstice of Hero event.
Could not give a fuck less.
Had some. Okay.
I'm just kidding. What game did you even say?
Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Solstice of Heroes event is going to be
statement
starting. It's kind of interesting because from July 30th to August 27th is the Solstice of Heroes. They're going to be doing a different rotation each day of a different element, and getting
Okay.
kills with an elemental attack award you elemental orbs, which then you can use to actually upgrade your armor that you unlock during the Solstice of Heroes. It's kind of interesting though. After you pick up about 30 orbs, you will earn a new buff based on the elemental rotation for that day. So if the rotation is solar, you can burn nearby enemies. If it's void, crouching turns you invisible. grants you true sight and increases ability regen. And then if it's arc, it increases your movement speed and your melee damage, including swords. Now, these buffs will expire whenever you die or after a short period of time. They will also be active in all activities except for competitive Crucible and Gambit Prime. So, if you get this and then jump into regular Crucible, you will still have these buffs in Crucible till you die or for X amount of time, whichever happens first. It's kind of insane. But what sucks is, so like the whole point of Solstice of Heroes is they usually have some kind of new armor or something like that you're like building towards. But in September, the new expansion comes out. So it kind of sucks that they're doing this here when the new expansion is coming out soon. So everybody's like, well, why would I get this armor if I can just like wait till September and everything's going to be obsolete anyway? Well, they kind of found a good way to go around fixing that. So, the Armor 2.0 refresh comes out when Shadowkeep comes out. And with Armor 2.0, they're doing the whole, basically like transmog from World of Warcraft. So, like, if you like this armor's look, but you like this armor stats, you can infuse this armor into this armor to make it look like this while having these stats, type of a thing.
Okay.
But
I did that a lot in Diablo.
Yeah, but like instead of like infusing it and destroying it or whatever, it's going to be set up like kind of almost like how like when you look at the armor, like, you know how they have mods, you'll be able to place the armor as a mod, and then it'll just change that armor to look like this armor, and so on and so forth. But what's interesting is, but that's not coming until September 17th. But this armor you can unlock starting July 30th. So it's like, well, why do I want to grind to get this armor in August and July if I can just get better armor and then it's going to be obsolete? So if you
it's like the looks and
and
abilities,
right? But armor gained now will not be available for that. So
okay.
like only armor gained after September 17th will allow you to infuse for looks and stuff.
Okay.
So anything gained before the 17th basically becomes useless armor. Throw it all out. This is your new shit. Well, to kind of help with that, if you get a fully upgraded Solstice armor on... Oh, sorry. That's a different thing. But if you get the... or any of the armor... Making sure that I'm reading this right. If you get any Majestic sets during the Solstice of Heroes, you can go to the Gunsmith and pick up the new and improved set that will be an Armor 2.0 built in starting September 17th. So any of this armor that you're getting now in this grind, you'll be able to get the upgraded 2.0 version September 17th. So it's like, that's pretty cool. And then apparently whoever gets a fully upgraded set of Solstice armor with all three classes, you also get a brand new Sparrow. Which is kind of cool. EV37 Void Streak. I don't know what that looks like. EV.
Interesting.
Void Streak.
When does that event start?
That starts the 30th. Or 30th. Last day of July. Oh, that's a cool looking Sparrow. That's the Void Streak.
Oh, that's cool.
But anyway. What else has people been up to?
Trying to think of what else. Oh, so just kind of a random thing. So while I was in Florida, I wanted something to play on the Switch because I brought my Switch with me. And I found have you ever heard of a game called Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a PS2 game.
Yes.
That I had originally that I randomly just came across one day.
It's on Switch?
It's on the Switch now. Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's on.
Yes. As a kid, I got stuck at this part and didn't know what to do because it was very, very hard.
And then now you play it and you're just like, oh.
Well, it took me a little bit, but I figured it out.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was one of those things that was like, as a kid, I was like, I don't have time for this. And like, I just got stuck and didn't know what to do. And also the buttons and controls were not that great on the PS2 version of it, so they updated and made it a little easier. But
Yeah.
no, I've actually gone through and I've just about beat it. Actually, it's a pretty long game. As a kid, you don't really, I don't know, I guess you have concept of time of how long games are, but I felt like I was very far in the game. No, I was like 2 hours in, like 2 or 3 hours. So
Jeez. Yeah. That's one thing I've been like I'll go back and I'll like games like the Jedi Knight games and stuff like that. Like when I originally played them, I was like, man, how the fuck am I gonna get past this? And then I'd find like cheat codes that allow me to have like God mode turned on and stuff like that, and that's how I ended up beating those games. And then like I went back not too long ago and then started like replaying them, and it's like, man, this is so like not easy, but I mean like it's like
yeah.
it's immensely easier now than when my 6-year-old self was trying to play those games. But I think that's also because of just game experience overall.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really, I think that's the one thing I've played recently other than we played Destiny before.
I started watching Critical Role.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna consume my life for a while.
Well, it's like 400 hours.
400 hours per season. So
Fuck that.
I've got 800. Mister, I'm watching One Piece.
Yeah, in a year and a half, I've watched the first season,
Yeah,
which is not 400 hours.
yeah.
That's my point.
Right. But
I would never be able to watch it.
how long is the entire series of One Piece so far?
So are they? This is the question: are they hour-long episodes for Critical Role?
They are 3 to 5 hour long episodes, 170 episodes per season.
Okay, so my point is, from what you're telling me, you could watch all of One Piece in the first season of Critical Role.
The entire series of One Piece is 400 hours or
Yeah.
less.
It's 830-minute episodes. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But I will also say, so
And
One
I
Piece.
actually love One Piece. Not that I don't like Critical Role.
Right. But it's the situation of also, so One Piece, watch, turn it on, watch. Critical Role, visually, it's just a group of people sitting around a table.
Yeah.
So it's something that works really well as a podcast. So
yeah. Do they have
driving
it as a podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, you can listen to it as a podcast. Yeah, I mean there's two different
Oh, yeah.
sources for, so it's like
I typed in CR and it was like, do you mean Critical Role?
right, but if you go that route, that's only going to say that there's 64 episodes or whatnot. Long story short, so for season 1 and the first half of season 2,
This goes back to May of 2017.
so that's the new era. So
Oh yeah, it says campaign 2.
yeah. But it's only
There's campaign 1.
but it's only the last half of season. Oh. So it's all in there now?
So it starts with Vox Machina episode 0,
Yeah.
and then it goes all the way through.
Okay. So it does have the whole thing on there in one
until
spot.
February 20th. There hasn't been a new episode since February 20th.
Right. Well,
At least I'm saying on here.
that
Doesn't mean
might
that-
be the old one then.
This is campaign 2, episode 51, Ex Horas.
I don't know. Long story short, the podcast was set up and it's available at this location, and then the rest of it is available at this location. So there's 2 different podcasts you have to find.
Oh,
is what I'm saying.
I just found the second one.
There we go. That's what I'm saying.
Because there's Critical Role by Geek and Sundry and Critical Role by Critical Role.
Correct.
They're both on it.
Because it started out as a Geek and Sundry show that was a spin-off of Titan's Grave.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, because players from Titan's Grave were like, this is great, and Will Wheaton was like, this is great, I got other shit to do, and they were like, well, we want to keep playing, and they're like, well, if you want to keep playing, like, we can do this or this or this, and everybody that was involved with Titan's Grave was like, well, we already have a group of voice actors that play Pathfinder on a weekly basis. So they switched from Pathfinder to D&D 5e, and then picked up their campaign at that stopping point that they previously had. So you kind of start in the middle of their campaign, but there's stuff that they've released to be like, okay, this is everything that happened while we were playing it as Pathfinder. Now the show starts episode 1 at D&D 5e. Now that you're caught up, let's play Critical Role.
Gotcha.
So.
2 things real quick. Speaking of Pathfinder.
Yes.
So, because the way Corey was talking the other day, are we staying with 1?
As of right now, I'm assuming we're sticking with 1. We may switch to 2e eventually.
What's 2E?
Second edition.
Oh,
not
okay.
not 2E. That is the question.
No, the reason why I was gonna say is while you guys are at said con, if you
Yes.
find a cheap player's handbook
For first ed?
yeah,
Okay.
the second is gonna be, I'm assuming it's expensive as fuck because isn't it premiering at Gen Con?
Yep.
Yeah, so
It'll be
above
the collector's edition.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, so okay. So 2e is coming out. The core rulebook is $60. The bestiary
That's not bad.
is
It's the bestiary.
$50. It's like the list of monsters. It's the monsters guide,
Oh, yeah.
monster manual.
Yeah.
They
Stupid
just
question
they
now
just
that-
call it bestiary. Well, I found on a website where they have the collector's edition of both, which the collector's edition for the core rulebook for 2e is $90, and the collector's edition for the bestiary is $80.
Okay, so 170.
Yes, I found both for $110.
Oh wow!
So I was like,
It's the price of just buying
Basically,
a
you're
normal.
paying $20. Yeah,
You get a free collector's edition upgrade.
yeah.
basically, yeah,
That's
and,
not
and that includes shipping, handling, tax, everything.
Wow.
Right, that's what I said. That's why I was like, 6 months no financing, Adrian.
So yeah, if you find a
But I will say,
player's
I
edition
also
for a
have.
decent price.
I also have right there the playtest for. I've got Pathfinder 2e beta right there. That's the
They
playtest.
have
of these.
betas for.
Well, no. Well,
Test it.
but yeah.
I
so,
guess so. I guess,
so well,
I guess that makes sense. I just didn't think
but-
about it that way.
but see, what's cool is the way that they did it. Like usually when you playtest a game like that, like the creators like find these specific people and like, okay, you play our game, we know you. I'm gonna give you this book. You play this with your friends. Come back to us with feedback. But they wanted a lot more feedback than like a very controlled, limited number of people. So they created a playtest that came out last year at Gen Con. And they were like, okay, here's how we're doing this. Gave it to everybody. Go play.
Give it, or they made you pay for it.
Well, here's the thing. So I bought the collector's edition, so that one cost me a bit. But they had physical bindings that were the same price as if you were to just buy the core rulebook by itself. Or if you don't mind digital, you could download the PDFs for free.
Oh.
So
I remember that.
yeah.
'Cause we talked about that.
they still have the PDFs available right now. So like you can even go on there, and they've got the first 2 adventure paths also on there for you to run through. So that way you don't have to worry about like creating a new world and learning the new lore and all this stuff. Even though most of the lore and map and all that stuff is staying the exact same.
See, that's the only thing that I have to say about Pathfinder.
What?
Any tabletop, I should say.
Yeah.
Is so like the tabletop we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Corey, at least from what he's done so far, is a phenomenal writer
Mm-hmm.
and a incredible DM.
Knocking it out of the park. If you're watching,
Absolutely.
God,
Seriously,
I
yeah,
cannot
Corey,
wait
you
till
are.
Saturday.
I cannot either. However, I really want to play the fucking Pathfinder story. I want to play that story.
Well,
Just to see what it is.
yeah, that's why. Yeah, I've just
Well-
like everyone talks about like, oh yeah, this is the new campaign they released, and like
Well,
and
see-
this is going back to even first edition.
Right,
like, when
right.
We started playing. We never. It was always because we all sat around and we're like, we want to play a story in the in Tamriel. Let's
Yeah.
make a fucking ESO,
Yeah.
Or
Elder
ESO,
Scrolls game,
Elder
yeah.
Scrolls game.
but
So
I
we've
will say,
never played.
so if you want to learn the lore of Pathfinder, guess what? The comic book series is actually really good.
I've heard that.
It's really good. Guess what's available on Hoopla? The comic book
I
series.
don't know what the fuck that word is.
So
It's like a parade, I think.
Hoopla
The
is
holiday hoobie whatty.
I'm just thinking. All I go to the fucking SpongeBob training video, Krusty Krab training video.
What does that have to do with Hoopla?
Blah!
I don't remember
What the
that.
hell
at
is
all.
that? Blah!
But no, so Hoopla is an app that you can download that is basically like a streaming service that is funded by libraries.
Is it legit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't think this is gonna be on iOS.
no. It's legit. It's on iOS, Android TV, Apple
Windows
TV,
Phone?
Roku.
Yeah. What about Windows?
No.
That's what the real fans want.
Roku.
Roku. Jeez.
Amazon Fire.
Why is it on?
I don't get Roku. Everyone loves Roku. I don't get it. We sell them like
Here's my
I don't
thing.
get it.
I love Roku in a hotel. Roku is I take it back. Amazon Fire, I think, has now
just travel with
since
my Apple TV
updated.
I've learned to do that.
Right, but how hard is it to hook your Apple TV up to the internet at the hotel?
Not hard, actually. Now
Really?
that I think about that, yeah, because normally it's extremely difficult. I don't know if they just did an update on it.
They must have just done an update because that's the whole
'Cause
thing.
It would never
that
redirect
was-
to the actual like page to do. Yeah.
So-
they
so
must have fixed that.
That's the cool thing with Roku is Roku. Now, granted, this was back when I went to Puerto Rico. Roku was the only one that did this. I would
Puerto Rico. When
yes,
did you go to Puerto Rico? I remember Jamaica.
2000
I remember. So how long ago was this? I guess what I'm asking.
2015.
So about 4 years.
Yeah, that's
ago.
like when I met.
E3 of 2015.
Yeah, that's.
It was
sounds about
literally
I
the
was
week of E3.
so mad about that.
I know. I'm
I
sorry.
was so excited to watch E3, and this fucker flies out to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember when you went to Puerto Rico? Now.
No. Anyway, so long story short, though,
That hurt.
you hook the Roku up to the TV, and then it's like, oh, there's no internet. But wait, there is internet. So it connects to that, but your phone connects to the Roku, and then you type everything into the phone, and then the phone connects to the internet, and the Roku connects to your phone, and then that sends the credentials to the Roku, and that's how your Roku connects to the internet.
I just realized I totally could have just gone through, and does that work? Sorry, you're not in my head.
No.
So take your phone.
Yeah.
Hook it up to Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Use your phone as a portable hotspot.
No, because it'll still only use your cell phone signal.
Okay.
You can't use it as a gateway bridge.
I was gonna say, I wondered if you could.
Nope.
Because I was gonna say, just go through and sign up onto the Wi-Fi on your phone, and cast it over.
Yep. Now you can hook up to the Wi-Fi on your phone, and then cast what you're watching to the Apple
At least
TV.
on Apple TV, you can't.
Really?
Yeah, because it has to be on the same network. It's like Chromecast. They both have to be on the same network.
Oh.
They won't find it without.
I thought you could do it ad hoc.
Can you? If I not known this whole time.
I could have swore you could do it ad hoc because I thought your phone can connect to your Apple TV via
Directly, just iOS.
via local wireless, not necessarily having a router. Anyway, long story short, told you that story so I could tell you this story so I could tell you this story.
I don't know what we're talking.
But yeah, Hoopla is a streaming service.
Oh, that's what it was.
that you can do.
You can.
Yeah,
I didn't realize AirPlay doesn't require Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
AirPlay just runs off your phone. That's fucking nifty.
anyway, so you could do audiobooks, ebooks, CBR, e-comics, and TV shows and movies. That basically you go on this website, you have 10 rentals per month, and it's all done through your
Library card?
your library card.
How do you get another one of those?
Go to the library and say, I want a library card.
Is that all you gotta do?
Yeah.
I thought I got yelled at one time for doing that.
Probably not. If you
Probably not. He's like so confident.
well, I mean, like there have been times where I was like, "Hey, I need a new library card." And they're like, "Yeah, what's your name?" You owe us $130, and I was like, "So after I pay that, I can get a library card?"
Did I say Bruner? I'm sorry. I meant Smith. Sorry. That's not me. I'm a different
Not
guy.
Bruner, Bronner.
Wait, no, just
That kid's an asshole.
yeah, you owe us $130. No, I'm another guy.
No,
Man, my twin just keeps.
God, my mom opened up a bunch of credit cards under my name, and I don't know. No, sorry, that was a
Okay,
bad
Kaylee.
joke. No, so yeah, no, so it but I mean it's a thing that goes across the U.S. So I mean there's lots of different libraries that feed into this, but basically the way it works is you sign in with your library account, and it's like, okay, you get 10 rentals a month. Go and
See, there's like TV and shows on this.
TV, movies, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I totally missed all of that part. I knew heard
Yeah.
comics.
TV, movies, comics, books, audiobooks.
What is this fucking called?
Hoopla, Hoopla.
But I have to have a library card.
You do. So
Listen here, Macaulay Culkin. You gotta go find your library card.
it's a free library card.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not disagreeing. I just want to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying.
Yeah.
So how does a library card help you?
So here's the thing.
It's sponsored by the library, so because you have a library card, that's an actual like a library
all,
card. Is an
all of the
actual-
libraries throughout the U.S. are
all linked.
are all linked through the government. The public libraries are a government function thing, and they all donate X amount of money to run this service. So picture like Netflix, but they get all of their money instead of from subscribers from all of the different places where you can access Netflix. And then kind of a thing.
Okay.
But so yeah, as long as you have a library card, that's all you need to access
Downloading
all this stuff.
Fuck out of
So
this
like
right now.
I will
I'm
say,
assuming this is it.
yes, that is it.
Okay, before I start just like downloading random apps.
My only
It
concern.
mentions
So
the
so
library
like
card.
it even says like Hoopla is brought to you by the Indianapolis Public Library. I will say.
Don't tell people that we're in Indianapolis. He meant Georgia.
I will say. Interesting things. Bloodfest is on here.
Really?
Yeah.
I made
Maybe I
Tina
should-
watch a
maybe I
scene
should
out of
get the
that film
library card.
last night. I want her to watch the film, but she says she can't do it. But I made her watch the Zachary Levi scene, and she was
Flynn
dying.
Rider.
The best part. I'm sorry, Nick's never gonna finish the story. I just want you to know that it's not gonna happen. The best part of that is the fact of like the fifth time he's like, yeah, all my friends are dead, and I tried to save him, and there's nothing I could do. Holy shit, you're Flynn Rider. I love Flynn Rider. Anyway, so all of my friends are dead. My
hair's magical.
That's the best part. And my hair's magical too. And he just has this look on his face like, I'm gonna fucking stab you.
Now, here's the
Love
one
Zachary
problem
Levi.
I have with Hoopla.
Okay.
You don't get 11 rentals.
This is funded by a public library and a free service through the public library as long as you have a public library card. Most popular movies: The Professor and the Madman, Hamilton: One Shot to Broadway, which is a documentary about the making of Hamilton, Storm Boy,
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Rango,
Oh, Rango I actually like.
Drunk Parents, Adventures of Aladdin. Now,
Oh,
Dark.
That's not. Never mind.
Nope. Dark Places. That one is actually really fucking good. It's a movie made it's based on a book written by the same guy that wrote the book that Gone Girl's based on.
Oh, okay.
Don't know how you just followed that.
Something
but okay.
Flynn.
Yeah.
Ryder.
No, not Jerry Finn.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Anyway,
Yes, there you go. That was it.
imagine that with Eddie Murphy. Hotel for Dogs,
That's supposed to be funny.
Mia and the White Lion, Saving Zoe, DuckTales the movie.
Ooh, I actually own that.
A movie that for some reason people keep recommending me, but
It's so good.
I can't
It's
go
so
to
good.
watch it just because of the title.
Say it. I don't know what it is.
The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the
fuck
Bigfoot.
this fucking movie. Sorry.
I didn't even get to hear the title because you.
The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot.
This is seriously a film. We got it in at Walmart, and it became a big joke of like someone in this store has to buy it. I shouldn't have said where I work. Someone has to buy this because everybody's like, we want to see how bad it really is. On the back, it literally says like, back in 1946 or whatever, when so and so was able to finally infiltrate, the Third Reich and kill Hitler. That man is now like traumatized by all of the horrible things he saw throughout the war, and now he gets a phone call from the CIA. They need him one last time to infiltrate. But it's like he has to infiltrate the mountains of like Montana to find the Bigfoot. It's just like, what the fuck is this movie?
I
Sam
see no
Elliott's
di-
a really good actor. So
I know.
I see no downside to this. This sounds great.
The
What's
downside is
wrong with the plot?
you have
Into
to
the
pay
Woods.
money for it.
I
I
don't.
guess not on this.
yeah, Into the Woods,
I love it.
Which that one was
I'm
great.
sorry, a lot of people didn't like it. I loved it.
Hotel Artemis, which I still haven't seen yet, and I really want
It's
to.
supposed to be really good.
Yeah, Charlotte's Web.
Wait, hold on. I'm okay.
Oh, good or bad?
Take time.
Good,
action?
Dakota Fanning, live
I
action.
never saw it. I just like the cartoon.
Oh,
Time.
Yes.
You're reading all these movies, but you preface this by saying, "This service is great, but I have one issue with it. Here's some movies." And I'm
I think his
confused.
issue
Like-
is the
like,
fact
I
that,
just-
all
I
of
just-
the,
there- there's
the
not a lot
most
of-
popular movies on here. 8 of them we haven't heard of.
right. That's my point. What's Eating Gilbert Grape,
So
which
there's
is
not
actually a
much on
really
it.
good
Like,
movie.
Netflix is like, oh, here's like 5,000 movies
Right.
you've heard of. This is
And then
like, oh, hey, there's
and
like,
then here's where we're
So
getting
are
into
there
this.
actually okay? Are the movies on there, but they're just not in the recommended list? That's what I'm confused.
No.
He's got a
There's
point.
not a lot of there's popular genres. What do you think the number one
anime.
most? No,
Wait, romance.
no.
Uh,
You're not gonna get this.
documentary.
Most popular genre currently.
I'm gonna get this.
It's
Uh,
not
Two
a.
Girls, One Cup. Diarrhea shit eating video.
It's not a standard genre. So that's
I'm getting closer.
apparently null and void because that's actually a very popular genre for most sites. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Most of the places I frequent. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna get this.
No, you're not.
I am going to get this.
I don't know.
Movie starring actors over the age of 80.
Is it something like random like that? No.
A24.
I said that.
No, you didn't.
I fucking love A24.
I don't understand how that's a popular genre.
That's not a genre at all. Is it a genre?
No, it's not a genre.
Isn't that the
Well, I mean, I
people
know
that you were
that- I
talking
know
But
about?
it's listed as a genre. It's the only thing that's like a
But what I was gonna
studio
say is-
genre.
but what I was going to say is, did they name their studio after a genre?
No.
Wait,
It's just a list of movies from A24. Dark Places, Room, The Captive, Enemy, A Most Violent Year, Spectacular Now, Mississippi Grind, Spring
I just wanna
Breakers,
know if Lady Bird.
Bling Ring, and Laggies.
Oh, no Lady Bird.
You
That movie's so good. You haven't seen Booksmart yet?
no.
Oh, it's so good.
Although, if you go to anime, Pokemon the first movie, Pokemon 2000. Joe, you need to download this app now. Perfect Blue. Yeah,
Why is that there?
I
That's supposed to be like a fucked up movie, and the library has it.
yeah. Lucario and the Mystery of Mew,
Ooh.
Pokemon 3, Pokemon
All the
Heroes,
Pokemon movies.
okay.
Pokemon Ranger and the Temple of the Sea. Oh, goes in. Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, I love
Makuya, Omega.
Makuya I own.
Okay. Omega 1, Paterma and Ventus.
Anything that I would actually want to watch.
Ruby
Oh, goes
Volume
in.
6.
There you
Fireworks.
go.
Yeah.
In English? I watch it subbed.
Well, yeah, he said fireworks.
I watch it subbed, and the subtitles go by so fast that it's like I missed half the movie.
Japanese with English subtitles.
It goes so fast.
That my
At least I
Just
can
put
pause
just
my
put it in
house,
0.5 speed.
the other thing that's interesting with this is
It ends up being in English. when you
each
do
thing
that.
that you each thing that
It was just a
you
bunch of women talking to each other.
rent
Uh-huh.
is only available for 3 days. So you have to watch it in 3 days, or else if you re-rent it, it counts towards another rental, and you only get 10 a month. Letter to
ooh,
Momo.
I had a question actually regarding that.
Oh, okay. So it could also because I've got Makia in English and I've got Makia in Japanese.
Which I do own that one.
Ruby Chibi season 1.
Ruby Chibi.
We stop doing that.
Ghost Messenger.
What?
I'm just kidding. No, question.
Ruby Chibi-san.
Okay,
Lupin the Third.
I'm disturbed. Anyway, what if you want 11 rentals? Do you have to pay money?
Nope.
You
Yeah,
just basically
you-
can't do.
You wait till next month.
Since it's a free service, yeah, I was gonna say I think they just shut you off.
I didn't realize that this was like so amazing, like for selection.
Is there like seasons of stuff?
Yokai Watch. Is there what?
Like seasons of stuff, or is it just movies? Like, is there like actual? Oops. Is there like actual anime like TV shows, or is it just the anime movies? That's
Okay, so now that I'm actually looking through it, it looks like it's just movies except for stuff like Ruby. What are you listening to?
The theme song to Ruby Chibi.
Oh god. Animation and cartoons, they have Alice on here?
which
Is that? I'm not trying. Dude, this is like my childhood.
It's
Leave me alone. Is that
a
the Alice that I used to keep rent all the time? That I
R-rated
got in trouble for?
R-rated
no,
hardcore
never mind.
Swedish horror Alice.
There's one that's like it was almost
Halo
it's like
Legends?
Irish or something. Oh, this is still under anime.
Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Wait,
But again, Ed, Edd and Eddy looks like a movie.
Oh, there was that one movie. Yeah, the I think it was a Halloween movie.
So they have movies, music, ebooks. Oh, here's.
Wait, you can rent music?
Mhm.
How do you?
You just stream the album like you do with like.
Okay, so you rent the album. I was thinking, like,
Yeah.
okay, I want these 10 songs. Okay, you're done.
No. It's the album. It's the
I
album.
don't know.
So
Once again, I know nothing
under
about this.
TV anime, they have Strawberry Panic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, Beyblade, Tales of Little Women. That's a what?
That show is incredible.
World War Blue. Mononoke?
Princess?
No, Mononoke season 1. In feudal Japan, evil spirits known as Mononoke plagued the countryside, leaving a trail of fear in their wake. One mysterious Bubblegum Crash,
I'm gonna give you a reason.
Super Robot Wars,
The opposite.
To poke a hole in your leg. I'm like, oh yeah.
Juden-chan, Yamibo.
Okay, so this is a pretty cool service.
Shan's tired of this. Listen, so you play as a tree.
No, you'll like this. It gets better. This is just gonna bring us up once a podcast.
I just love how serious Nick was.
But then we also have Rick and Morty, Daria, Aqua Teen Hunger Force,
Daria!
Adventure Brothers,
I just bought. Seriously, can we talk about Daria for a second?
Robot Chicken,
Is there-
Clerks,
I bought that too.
Clerks
I
TV
just watched
series.
that yesterday.
Black
I watched 2
Dynamite,
episodes
Over
of
the
it.
Garden Wall.
Black Dynamite's supposed to be good.
Over the Garden Wall with Elijah Wood.
I really like that. That one was not intentional. That was an accident.
That was an automatic slip of
That one
sorry.
was an
Stargate
accident.
Infinity. Oh, Samurai Jack.
Oh, Stargate Infinity's on there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, RVB Shizno Paradox. That's random.
That's season 16.
Yeah. Or you can get it all on YouTube for free. Or actually, no. No.
Or you could actually fucking, sponsor them and actually go through and, pay
They,
them.
they,
but
they are
whatever.
really good. Deserve everybody's money.
Rooster Teeth's included in HBO Max now, by the way.
Yeah.
Not now. It will be.
Yeah.
It hasn't launched yet, but at launch it will be. I do have something I want to talk about on this podcast. Something that came up today.
Uh-oh.
I am very disappointed so far. I hate to say this. I am sadly disappointed in what Disney is doing with Disney Plus at launch.
As in...
So at launch,
Yes.
Marvel has 3 movies on Disney Plus
Yes.
with no plans to add the other 19.
Okay. They're going to add them eventually.
They have Iron Man 3, and Thor: The Dark World.
Well, they
That's
have to show
all of
you
Disney
Iron Man
Plus.
3 so everybody remembers how shitty the Mandarin is. So when Shang-Chi comes out, you're like, oh, yeah.
No, they need to show you Iron Man 3 so they know who that kid is randomly standing in
in
Avengers Endgame. Now we're like, who is this kid?
Right?
I still agree with Bernie Burns. They should have just had a sign on him that just said the kid from Iron Man 3. Just like going through the audience, and he's just holding a sign that just says. Or just stop and pause and have an arrow go bing.
Yep.
It's like on what was that? Roadrunner.
Oh, yeah. Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Where they do the
they're
pause
like
and
running
thing.
that pause and it's.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick.
Excuse me, you're
Y'all
walking
entertain
away
people.
from the camera. I'm just gonna gasp for the next 3 minutes.
I'm going to kill myself.
Thank God, that's all we ever wanted.
Well, I guess it'll be going true for the podcast where it's like one less person shows up every time now.
And then there were 2.
Yep.
Truth is, Nick actually is going to be killed while he stepped away, so it's just me and Shannon now.
Yep.
We can't hold an audience.
Yeah.
You want to talk about something?
Well, maybe talk about the thing with Origin and Corsair.
Mm.
That was kind of cool. I didn't know about that.
So, Origin, not EA, is a company that builds, custom builds PCs.
Very cool.
They're a lot like CyberPower PC is another company where you can go online and custom build it and do special things with it. But they have they've released something that they've built. I don't know if this is a public release. So far only one has been built, and it was given to Unboxing. What's his Unboxing Theory? It's another YouTube channel. He's incredible.
I don't know.
Literally, the guy just does unboxings. But they sent it to him, and it is about this tall, about this big, and inside of it houses a full PlayStation 4 Pro, an Xbox One X, a Nintendo Switch, and a high-end gaming PC with the power to run all 4 at the exact same time on 4 different displays. It's really badass.
But
What's his channel name, Nick? Is it Unboxing Theory?
I don't know.
It's the unboxing guy. I watch him do everything.
maybe it's the
I think I
unboxing
remember
guy.
his name.
The unboxing.
You type in UNB and the first thing that pops up is Unboxing Theory. That is correct. It's Unboxing Theory. I'm not subscribed. I've watched every one of this guy's videos. I've never subscribed. Sorry, buddy.
Well, don't start now.
But it's a really cool concept. The issue is it's just way overpriced because you're paying for all the custom work. So you have to buy all of the parts plus pay for them to go through and custom do it. They have custom water coolers on all of them.
So I can like walk
Oh.
up to it like a Culligan. It's like,
Yeah, it's really cool. It's
Hey,
toxic,
Culligan man. I was.
Cable guy.
What was I?
He's underrated.
What was I going to say? Water cooling. Oh, what does everybody think about apparently the new
I thought it was pretty cool.
world's most advanced phone,
huh?
Asus ROG 2? Asus
What's
is
so advanced about it? Because I feel like you're going to tell me that this was all on your phone from 2012.
no apparently apparently the specs on this is making it more powerful than the Note 10.
This is the problem, though. The problem with phones nowadays, and you used to work in the phone industry, so you can attest to this. I feel like we've come so far that there's nowhere else to go. Like, at least now, right now, I feel like I mean,
Okay.
where else are we gonna go?
Well, I guess you can almost say that about consoles. They're getting closer and
I
closer,
agree.
basically
Oh,
as
also-
PCs.
I agree,
Apparently, Note 10 is
but the other thing
rumored to launch on the 7th of next month.
the other thing is though,
Next month, that would make sense.
yeah,
That's August. That's when the notes
because
usually come
August
out.
it always comes out in August and then
Yeah.
September for the iPhone. But the big thing is, at least consoles they come out once every 5 to 8 years.
Yeah,
So, because normally they'll release a console and then about 5 years in they'll do a refresh.
that's true. That's true.
But phones, it's like, oh hey, it's been 6 months. Here's our new phone, and then it's like, oh cool, like it's this.
Well, I think it's usually
like
same manufacturer. Usually, it's about a year apart.
I know, but I'm just saying, like with Samsung, you've got the Note and the S series.
Well, here's the difference.
Here we go.
though.
This is what I was trying to get at.
Size.
So we have a 6.6 inch screen
Okay.
with a new Qualcomm processor.
What?
I'll get to that one second. A standard phone display. Currently, the highest is 90 hertz refresh rate. This
That's
will
not true.
with huh?
That's not true.
What's the highest refresh rate on a cell phone?
The Razer phone has a 120.
Okay. Well, this is an OLED with a 120 refresh rate, but it's also got a 240 refresh rate for touch sampling to get more accurate input recognition, which is faster than the 85 hertz and the 87 hertz from the OnePlus 7 Pro and the Galaxy S10. Now, here's where we're getting in onto this on the inside.
Okay.
12 gigs of RAM,
Okay.
512 gigs of storage.
Standard?
Yes.
Okay.
Qualcomm Snapdragon 855
I
Plus.
knew it was going to be. Oh, plus.
It's the 855 Plus,
Just overclock.
which is not only sports higher clock speeds than the standard Snapdragon 855, but it also has its own special set of gaming features, such as Game Jank Reducer and Game Fast Loader.
Man, your game jank.
The real shocker is, y'all ready for this? 6,000 milliamp battery, which for comparison's sake, their first phone only had a 4,000 milliamp battery pack, where other flagship phones like the S10 Plus and the
Who's making
OnePlus
it?
7 Asus.
Yeah, Asus.
Most of the other like high-end flagship phones are 4,100 on the S10 Plus and 4,000 on the OnePlus 7 Pro.
I did have a customer real quick come on one day and was like, I'm looking for that computer, the Ace Us. And I was like, what?
So
that doesn't make sense. That would be more. That would be as us.
I was like,
running 3D Mark on it.
I only have 2D Mark on my phone.
Oh, okay, running 3D Mark, On an Apple iPhone XS Max, it gets a score of 4,271. The Samsung S10 Plus gets 4,450. The OnePlus 7 Pro gets 5,579. The ROG Phone 2 is going to be 6,253 on a 3D Mark bench press or benchmark.
This is the issue, though.
It's $5,000.
Not even that. This is my problem. Okay. Well, keep going. I'll give you the reason I have an issue with this.
Includes a number of other performance boosters, including a built-in vapor chamber for better cooling, multiple USB-C ports so you can actually keep the phone topped up while gaming without cords getting in the way, and one of the most responsive versions of a touch-sensitive air trigger buttons that were used on the original ROG phone. Asus has even crammed in more powerful vibration motors to give you a little extra rumble while gaming, and in-screen fingerprint scanner to boost. The only thing that the ROG Phone 2 doesn't seem to have is currently support for 5G. And it doesn't look all that different from last year's model, but they already have listed a bunch of different accessories, including a aftermarket cooler, an Aero case, a Twin View Dock 2, a game controller attachments that go on the side, kind of think like a Switch, mobile desktop dock, a Pro dock, a WGIG display dock plus, and
I see one major plus that I don't think anybody's paying attention.
And it comes with RGB.
Oh, that's badass.
Oh, okay. We're sold. How much is this?
$899.
There's no fucking way.
Yes.
I don't believe that.
Yes.
There's no way.
I don't believe you.
No,
I truly don't.
I
know you're
dead serious.
I understand what the website's telling you.
It's launching for the exact same price as the ROG phone when it came out last year.
What day does it launch? When does this phone launch?
Shows the top of the line.
And I just need to recap something really. It's not something you said about
You can
that.
just give me an estimate.
Hold on, ROG.
While you're saying that, I can be. I'll say
give your thing, then I have one hell of a thing to say.
Okay, well, mine's less serious. So I think we all missed over the fact that you said it had vapor chambers.
Yes, yeah, it's got a built-in vape pen.
Yes, so I can vape my phone.
Wait,
yeah,
great! I'm gonna be so cool.
That's so stupid.
No,
I thought in my head
at
first.
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say at first. I literally thought that's what you were saying for a second, and I was like, surely that's not what it means.
Yeah, it's a cross promotion with Juul. It is set to release October 3rd, 2019.
Awesome. October 4th, expect Asus to be filing bankruptcy.
I mean, I kind of want to buy it.
I know, but my point is, there's no way they can sustain that.
Yeah.
And they got to be spending more than $899 to make this fucking thing.
Apparently, it's actually releasing in India the end of this month.
Hold on. So that's not $899 US, I bet.
No.
It's £899.
No, $899 or
dollars.
No,
what?
no, dollars USD.
Okay.
In India, it's selling for $35,090, whatever their thing is, whatever RS is. But yeah, octa-core
rupees.
I was just gonna say, is it rupees?
Could be. Octa-core 2.96 gigahertz Snapdragon 855 Plus with 16 gigs of RAM.
Is it a 4K display?
2K.
Still good. That's still great. Well, you said it's 120 hertz refresh rate too.
120 hertz refresh rate, 2K.
So this is my thing. Hold on.
Say your thing, then I'll go back.
Okay, this is my thing, real quick. Okay.
Oh, that's the other thing. You ready for this? Front camera, 24 megapixels. You ready for the back cameras? Dual cameras, 48 megapixel and 13 megapixel.
Cool. So that sure is gonna make Candy Crush look really nice.
Well, no,
I'm assuming it's running Android.
Yeah, this is Android.
Okay. What fucking game on Android is gonna utilize any of that?
The main feature for the whole big thing that they're running for this, PUBG.
That's stupid.
But I was
waiting for you to say Strata or whatever.
No,
Stadia, and I was gonna
that's
be like,
what I was gonna say.
None of that's all done server side. None of that's done on the phone, so you don't need any of that hardware on that phone.
Yeah, but that refresh rate though.
Yes, I'm saying the refresh rate would look nice.
Makes sense. Yeah, I'll give you.
That's what I was gonna mention.
But the hardware is probably also to back up the screen and that kind of stuff. Because
I get that, but it's like,
Well, but
we've got this, and we have gaming modes that enhance all the gaming, and we could do this with the gaming.
The big draw with this battery.
There's no games on
Android. The big thing that they were doing with this battery is the fact of so this is
What's this phone called?
Asus ROG2.
I literally typed AS and it popped up.
It
looks nice too.
I know, right? Other cool thing is the way it's set up. So they were talking about the battery life, and their big thing with the battery life is you can play 8 hours uninterrupted on PUBG without in a single charge.
Can I get it without Android?
Why do you want it without Android?
I'm just not an Android fan anymore.
I'm not either, but I'm looking.
Here I see it for 1100.
Where's?
Oh, reseller.
Okay.
It pulled up Amazon.
I was like, everything I've been seeing is either $899 or $900.
I see $899, but it's the ROG Phone 1.
Well, because the ROG Phone 1, when it released, was also $899.
Oh, okay. So you're saying is
they're releasing this at
as
the exact same price.
They haven't officially announced They didn't say, "Hey, this is the price," but they're going to release it as that price.
They said they are releasing it for the same price as the previous phone. The previous phone released at $899.
My only thing is, what a weird way to word that when they just could have said it's going to be $899.
Right. But I think it's one of those where they're saying that they're releasing
it on their website.
Mm-mm. Well, I mean, again, this also all came out like 2 days ago.
Oh, here it is right here on a tech website. 6 hours ago, they released the price. This phone is exclusive to China.
No. It's releasing first in
I think he's saying
India
it's releasing over there first, and then it's coming.
It literally... Oh, I didn't see the word variants. Variants of this phone are exclusive to China.
Or maybe it's not too... Well, maybe it's... So it's 1080 by 2340. Is that 2K?
Well, 2K, 1080.
25.
1920 by 1080 is 2K.
No,
1920 by 1080 is 1080.
Yeah.
1080 is 2K.
What?
There's 720, 1080, 2K, 4K.
That is incorrect. I sell TVs for a living.
Joe.
1920. That's why it's 1920. That's 2000.
No, Joe, I'm sorry. That's not how that works.
You need to call Vizio, though, and report that to them along with Samsung.
Just that's a standard definition.
Samsung's TVs that say 1920 by 1080 experience 2K picture, then you need to report that to Samsung and Vizio.
I mean,
call them, not me.
Yeah, I don't. That's at least that's not how it works with. Not with TVs.
That's what Samsung's TVs say on them, and on top of that, my Samsung rep came in and literally said that's the whole reason why it's 1980, because 1980 rounded up is 2000, 2K. That's also why 4K is 38. What is it, 3840?
But it's 2160 by 3840.
Okay,
so you have to get true of that version. You have both dimensions have to.
So
I'm trying to think of the best way to
1080 is
describe it.
1920 by 1080. 2K is 2048 by an unspecified number.
It's usually, I think it's usually like 2560 or something like that. I think. Oh God.
Because 4K is 3840 by
what they write
2160.
on the sides of TV boxes.
I don't know. 2K is ever
2K resolution is 2048 by 1080. So 1920 by 1080 is just shy of 2K. It'd be like 1.9K.
Yeah. Almost.
Because what I'm saying is 1440p
Yes.
is between 2K and 4K.
Yes.
Yes. 1080, 1440, 4K.
No. 720, 1080, 2K, 1440, UHD, 4K.
I'm not seeing that anywhere on here. I'm just
because there's different.
Or no. So, sorry. 720,
No,
1080, 2K, UHD, 4K. I'm looking at it right now. Relative number of pixels. 2K is in between UHD and 1080. 2K is not a very popular.
Is 2K 1080p or 1440? Technically, by definition, it is 1080p.
It's
People call it 1440p for some reason, but this is incorrect. That is on
1440p is UHD. 1440 is UHD, not. Here's
that's also not what they put on their boxes. Then
here's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying that everyone needs to tell the biggest TV manufacturer in the world that they don't understand what they're saying.
You're talking a minuscule difference.
Cool, that's awesome.
2K.
That's still tell that to Samsung. I'm just telling you what the manufacturer of these TVs,
because
people that created this shit, what they say.
Well, also like phones are different aspect ratios than.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's. I guess the problem is there's too many different variations of resolution.
Well, and that also doesn't help. So
that's
you have
super
720,
confusing.
which is 1280 by 720. Then you have 1080, which is 1920 by 1080. Then you have WUXGA, which is 1920 by 1200. Those are used for monitors and projectors. Then you have 2048 by an unspecified number used for projectors. Then you have UHD, which is 3840 by 2160, which is
4K.
That's 4K.
Right. Then you have Cinema 4K, which is 4096 by an unspecified number used for projectors. Then you have 7680 by 4320, which is 8K UHD for TVs.
Okay. All I know is I'm just repeating Samsung's words.
But I mean, like, if you're on a monitor and you select 1920 by 1080, that's 1080. Like, that's the resolution for a monitor.
Right. But if you go ever so slightly higher than that is 2K. It's not quite.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. All
right.
Samsung's just incorrect then.
Yep, that's it.
And Vizio and Sony.
Multi-billion-dollar companies, wrong.
Heard
it here first.
Yep.
But
whew.
You drink it. I sure do.
Bullet.
You're just drinking Steve McQueen cum?
Bullet bourbon.
Oh,
It's got a ribbon on it.
it does.
Oh yeah, well it does. I got that from Nigel for my birthday. Please,
Let's
for the
stop for a
love of
second.
God, don't drop that.
I wasn't worried about dropping it. I was just like pulling on it, and I was like, "This is all gonna slosh that way once this thing pops off." Jesus, it smells good.
It's a straight bourbon.
I can't smell the. No, I'm kidding.
It's a straight bourbon, which means it's 100% corn.
It's okay. It's gay. You can smell it.
So here's the really funny thing about Bullet.
So good.
Bullet is
I like the smell of whiskey.
So Bullet is a Kentucky straight bourbon, right? Yep, I'm reading that label right. Kentucky straight bourbon. Do you know what a bourbon is?
I've talked about it at this point. I don't remember.
Bourbon is made in Bourbonnais, Kentucky.
False.
That's what you told me. So.
No, Bourbonnais in Illinois. Bourbonnais is where Uncle Greg lives.
Oh, well, I knew there.
And then if you cross the street over by his house, then you're in Kankakee, which is where Olivet is. Anyway, so bourbon has to be made in the U.S. Has to be aged in a brand new charred American oak barrel from no more or no less than 4 years, and has to be at least 51% corn and cannot have any additives to it that will change the flavor after the point in time that you pull it out of said barrel. Now, 98.9999992% of all bourbon.
999.
Oh, yes. 99.9999992% of all bourbon comes out of Kentucky. Therefore, everybody believes that it has to be made in Kentucky. False. In order for it to say Kentucky on the label, it has to be made from Kentucky. But because so much bourbon comes out of Kentucky, technically speaking, Kentucky bourbon sells better than any other bourbon. Therefore, if you can put Kentucky on the label, it'll sell better because statistically speaking, it'll sell more because it's made from Kentucky. But that's because they make up damn near the entire market. So that's why it sells better. Now, they can put it on a technicality because it says it's bottled by Bourbon bottled by the Bullet Distilling Company in Louisville, Kentucky. Guess what? Not made in Kentucky.
Just bottled by them.
So they make it in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, send it across the Ohio River to Louisville to bottle, and then distribute from there. Yeah, basically. So they make it in Indiana, but because Kentucky sells better, they bottle it in Kentucky so that way they can put Kentucky on the label.
I don't know. Maybe this is because how my brain thinks, but to me, it seems like they'd want to be unique.
What?
And you be unique and be like, hey, we're not like all this is in Kentucky. Hey, we're different. Try ours.
But you know what's really funny?
What?
So the rye. Yep, I'll get you in 1 second. So the rye, which is like this, but instead of being 100% corn, it's 100% rye. It comes out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Same distillery that makes this. And they also ship it off to another place. They ship it off to Plainfield, Illinois to get bottled and then distribute from there. So they have two different whiskeys that come out of the same distillery. They get sent to two completely different states to get bottled and then distributed from there. It just seems like a really weird, like,
sounds like a bunch of extra costs for no reason.
Yeah.
Why not make it a little bit cheaper and just not have to send it everywhere?
Right, but then they wouldn't be able to put Kentucky on the bottle. And Kentucky sells better.
Okay, I believe you. I don't know. It just
It's
seems,
so stupid.
Seems weird to me.
No, 100% agree. That's why I'm bringing it up. What?
Article on PC Gamer.
Uh-oh.
I am quoting this off of this article.
2K.
Before 4K TVs became popular, 2K TVs were the most common type of HD TV set with a screen resolution of 1920 horizontal and 1080 vertical pixels, equaling 1080p. Laptops and computer monitors are also widely available in 2K resolutions to be like TVs for movie viewing. Prior to 4K TVs, there were no 2K designation. The 2K was coined to contrast a regular 2K HD TV from a 4K Ultra HD TV. Click here to see 1080p definition. Continues to say high definition resolutions are 1920 by 1080 is 2K, 3840 by 2160 is 4K,
Okay.
5120 by 2880 is 5K, 6144 by 3160 is 6K, 768 by 4320 is 8K. And that is on PC Gamer Mag.
That just doesn't make any sense to me.
So, but
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying you guys are incorrect, but I'm not wrong either. Like
Okay.
you guys were acting like I don't know what I'm talking about.
no, I'm not saying you don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just confused how they could.
It's
how they're selling it
I-
like that.
Again, I agree with you.
That's all.
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
trying to make the point of I'm not stupid. Like
I'm
not saying
fully
you guys
aware of that.
think I'm stupid. I'm the way I said it, and you guys were like, "Oh, well, here's all this knowledge," makes me feel like, "Oh, okay, I'm really stupid." No, I'm not stupid. I am correct.
my point is native 2K is 2048 by 1080
Because you have to
at
differentiate
a separate aspect ratio is what makes the difference.
Which is fine. I'm just
Yes.
saying that in TV resolutions, they don't go by that.
Because TVs don't normally come in 2K.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's
what I'm saying.
computer monitors.
So they've started coining 1080p TVs as 2K TVs. I don't know why they get away with calling something that's not 2K, but that's what they call it.
That's the point.
I don't know how they were able to differentiate the definition.
Because they're
But my point
more or
is-
less they're just rounding 1920 to 2048.
Correct. Like
So-
what this article is basically saying is 2K isn't even a thing.
Yeah.
2K is not a term. 2K was created because people were confused between what is 4K and what's not 4K.
Well, it's just so either way, it still
God,
ends
cool.
in 1080. So it's still the same verticality. It's just different.
Like that doesn't even bring up what you're talking about. The
So-
14 or whatever by
The
1200 by
24
1080.
the 2048 by 1080.
Yeah, that's not even listed on here.
Right, because TVs don't come in that.
Correct. But that's what I was saying is we were talking about TV specifically.
I thought we were talking about monitors. No, we were talking about cell phone.
Oh, I was talking about TVs.
I was talking about a phone.
Yeah, we were talking about the ROG.
I was just talking how you determine what's technically
Asus
2K.
Republic of Gamers 2.
Yes.
Did you not know that's what ROG stands for?
No, I did not.
That's
I
why
learned
it says
something.
Asus Republic of Gamers on everything.
The more you know.
Yeah,
I never actually knew
everything that's Asus on their gamer line
Yeah.
is it actually says Republic
Like,
of Gamers.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I just didn't put two and two together.
Well, it's not 2 and 2. It's 2048 and 1080.
I wasn't gonna say.
I saw the look in his eye, and I said, "He's not gonna be a dick." No,
I'm absolutely gonna be a dick.
Surprise.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, the whole point of that conversation was just I was trying to determine whether, because also, once again, phones are going to be a different ratio than anything else too.
basically.
one fucking.
So really, what this all
So-
boils down
that was
to.
another issue.
Continue. Go.
I went and saw Lion King the other day.
Yeah.
They call it live action.
The CGI live action film.
The animated Lion King, not the original. No, I went and saw it. So when you go to a movie, they sometimes have, because films are shot in weird aspect ratios,
Well, I'm dreadfully sorry.
they will they'll open the curtains to a certain point because they'll be like, oh, well, this is only going to show like this much as opposed to another film that might show this much.
Yeah.
So they'll move the curtains to where the curtains need to be. Then on top of that, there's still black bars this big on both sides. So basically, it was almost like a square. Like it reminded me of like an old CRT.
Oh, trying to watch like.
But I'm like, it's literally big screen. We're seeing on the big screen,
Dude, that's
and it's cropped to where like I would say at least 30% of the screen was just black.
so.
I was like, what the fuck?
It's really funny. We were at Terry and Alina's not too long ago, and we were watching. What was it? What is it? He watches Howdy Doody. Howdy Doody was on TV, and so 4K TV. Okay,
Okay,
Yeah.
but we're watching Howdy Doody that was filmed in
not
12. So, like, so you have.
It was filmed in 12. It was filmed in 4:3. It literally meant 4 pixels by 3 pixels.
Yeah. So like,
Which pixels? How do you do?
long story short, so you have Howdy Doody, which
short story short.
which
Oh, fuck.
no, but I mean like it's an
Oh,
old thing that was filmed in 4:3, but because it's showing on a new TV, they recropped it for 1080, so you have black bars on the side. But the problem is we're watching on a 4K TV, so it's cropped again to get black bars on top and bottom. So you have black bars on top and bottom, real thick bars on the sides. So we're watching Howdy Doody on a screen this big. I was like, it's almost like watching it on the original 13-inch screen you had originally.
Yeah.
That's what they had to do. They had to have the black bars to make
Yeah,
it. a 13-inch.
exactly. But it's because you gotta squash the image to you know.
But
make
did
the
you know
aspect
that was
ratio right.
filmed in 4K? Because it's on film. That's actually a real thing, though.
I know.
What did Well, I think it was Gavin said they can upscale to what, 3? Or not? They're not upscaling it.
2
but-
or 3K, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, here.
I
don't wanna bring this up
I'm
again.
That's
kidding.
a real thing.
I'm
though.
kidding.
That's a
I'm
real
kidding.
thing, though. Did you know that? So actual film, okay?
Like 35 millimeter film.
Okay.
When it records, so we're talking movies that were filmed. When did they start using 35 millimeter? This is a real thing. I'm not being stupid at this. So 35 millimeter films.
Okay.
When you take that print, the way it captures the image is either
1925.
So in 1925, that image being recorded is it's like 3K or 4K. I don't think it's quite 4K, but is almost at 4K resolution is what the camera was able to record it in. Okay. When they switched over to digital cameras and things started being filmed in Hollywood, it would be recorded in 1080. Or they would record it in 2K, or they'd go through and record in whatever resolution. I don't know. They'd record it, and then when they made 4K Blu-rays, it was now we have to digitally upscale this print because it wasn't recorded at 4K. But you can take movies like Citizen Kane off of print and just put it in 4K because film can do 4K. So in 1925, our cameras had better recording capabilities than our cameras in 2015. Because we went digital.
So basically what this all boils down to.
Listen, 2K.
So Hoopla is a streaming service. got
Listen,
stuff.
you have a library card. Wow. I think Shannon's tired of us. Shannon's like, why am I friends with you people? I could have been at home playing Destiny.
I've probably been playing Ultimate Alliance because I haven't played it yet. It's still in the shrink wrap.
So fucking good. I want to tell you guys about the first boss fight, but it's not the first boss fight. It's 1, 2.
3 comes after 2. Just in case you're thinking about that.
3.
You're welcome.
5th boss fight.
How far are you in this game?
So every actual there's not actual boss fight, but how do you explain it?
Mini bosses.
Yeah, so it's I guess mini boss. So I've done 3 boss fights, so I'm on chapter 4 now.
You're legitimately on chapter 4.
Yes,
Oh, so
I'm in the Shadowlands.
Then you've done 3 full boss fights.
correct. But I was saying 5 boss fights.
Oh, because of the different mini bosses.
Correct.
I thought 3 was your magic number
Because
that
you
you were
fight
getting to.
2 mini bosses, and then here's the main boss.
Yeah.
And then you go over here and you fight 2, and then it's the second of the 2 that I want to tell you guys about, but I also don't want to ruin it because it's so incredible.
Don't
I
mention
started,
anything. We'll play the
shrieking.
game.
I'm not going to. I was just saying I started shrieking.
See, I kind of want. I want to play it, obviously, but I also want to play with somebody. It's a lot more fun to play with somebody.
You can play with me anytime you want.
I'm talking about the game, Joe.
You don't need a subscription for this.
Joe costs a lot less than $20 a year.
He pays you.
I mean, let's be real. I've seen this.
He just slides a 20 to you and says, "Please." God, none of you guys have seen that, so I can't make a really, really terrible joke.
Seen what?
Abducted in plain sight.
What the fuck joke are you making off of that? I don't even want to know.
You know what abducted in plain sight
I know
is,
what
right?
that is. Yeah, the Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
I don't even want
Do
to
you know what abducted in plain
Where
sight
are you
is?
going with it? We're
So-
about to get demonetized, even though we don't make money.
No. So abducted in plain sight is a documentary about basically mom and dad have 2 daughters or 3 daughters. They have a couple kids. Next door neighbor is married, has some kids. He's a pedophile and is obsessed with the youngest of their daughters. So to
Youngest of the same that the
youngest of his neighbor's daughters.
Okay.
So in order to get close to her, he starts a relationship with the parents
I
to
think you
kind of
told me about this
become
before.
friends and stuff like that.
This is a real story,
And-
dude. It's fucked up.
Yeah, no, this legitimately happened. Very just going through base details to get you started. At one point in time, he actually starts a physical relationship with the dad to then use as blackmail for some other stuff. But he literally like they're on a drive one time and he's just he picks up the dad and he's like, "Come on, let's go for a drive." He's like, "Yeah, sure." So he gets in the car and they're driving around in the truck and he's driving and he's just like, "Man, life's been tough at home and my wife just she's just yelling at me a lot and we haven't had sex in a year and everything's great with the kids, but I mean my wife hates me and I think we're going to be going through a divorce and I need some release, man." And the guy's like, "Okay," and gives him a hand job because apparently that's what friends do. And so
My
he
friends
uses
have not been very good friends.
But no, it's one of those where he's literally using that so he can use that as blackmail, so that way eventually he can use that to coerce the dad into letting him sleep with the daughter and all this other stuff. But yeah, no, I was just gonna make a joke about the sliding in 20. Just be like, "I just need some release, man. Be a good friend."
Did I send this to you guys in the group
Yes.
chat yesterday? I don't know if I had any response, but that was so funny.
Yes.
And did I send this to response? This is the best cosplay I saw at Comic-Con this year.
Oh my God, no! That is amazing.
That is the best
That is-
cosplay I've ever seen. I don't know how well the camera can see it, but it,
Just send me a link to it. I can post it in
yeah.
the description.
I'll do that. It's great.
Link dump.
I mean, I can't send you a link. I can send you the picture. Is that how that works?
Here. Send me the picture.
Send you the picture.
Send me the picture.
No, that's how 2K works. You see,
Well, but the problem is it was taken in 1K.
420
so
by
then we're trying to upscale it.
420 by 360 just plays.
maybe too. I was gonna say it, but you're finishing your sentence.
420 just plays 360 no scope.
Send it to somebody. Yeah, send it to you.
Oh my gosh.
Who in the world sent that? Of course it would. No, it's Skylar. I saw S as the first initial and immediately thought it was you.
Oh.
Skylar said something about I think 3 crave cases should satisfy. Yeah. He literally spelled out yeah. That's what he put in the. He spelled it out.
Great.
Come on.
Did you get it? It's about 11:15.
Really?
Time check. What?
I was trying to do a reverse image search on the picture so I can get a URL for that picture.
Yeah.
That picture doesn't exist on the internet.
Did I not tell you I went to Comic-Con and took a picture of it?
It searched 30 billion or 37 billion images, and that picture does not exist on the internet.
It's a 37 billion in one.
Yeah.
37 billion to one.
Well, it only checks in 2K though. It doesn't.
You gotta change the resolution. You see.
Well, the aspect ratio.
See what happened was, well, and to make matters worse, it's hiding on the second page of Google, so it's just never going to be found. How am I going to do this? How about I just upload it to Imager?
How about we just show the camera?
That's not going to work.
Yeah, if you don't try.
I will upload to Imager. Oh God, Sun Baby has a new baby.
I forgot that they did this. They made actual Funko Pop vinyls for Ruby, finally. Not like the off-brand ones that they made a while ago. Like their actual Funko.
Wait, what?
Like, that's a real thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're legit
Yeah,
Ruby.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they made like vinyl figurines
Oh yeah.
for
before.
the Ruby characters that are the
Yeah.
size of Pops, but they're not as very good quality. They made actual Funko, like, I want to buy them all.
Yeah. Well, they were designed specifically as
Ace Watkins just made a post on Twitter.
Oh God, what was this one?
I don't know. Why won't any other candidate for president release their Steam library? What are they hiding?
You've seen Ace Watkins, right?
We haven't talked about it.
Ace Watkins is
gamer president. He's running for 2020.
He's
and
running.
He's the gamer president. He's running on the gamer candidate or gamer ticket. So not Republican, not Democrat. He's a gamer.
Wow.
America needs a president that they can see. Wait, America needs a president that they can see themselves having a gamer fuel with.
Oh my gosh.
I will fix both. Wait.
I also noticed nobody's been talking in chat at all. By the way,
Oh my God,
I promise
I
we're
will-
still here watching.
I will fix both DCs. In the one, I'll drain the swamps. In the other, I'll renew Swamp Thing. Donald Trump wants to make America great, but I want to make America good.
Are these posts by him?
Yeah, this is like he actually has a Twitter like
What does he
account.
look like?
He looks creepy, to be honest. I can't pull this picture and make it larger, but
What in tarnation?
what darn it? Okay, you seen him.
Oh shit!
Is this legit? Like, is he funded? Like, how? Isn't this? I mean, I don't know.
I will not participate.
I will not participate in what?
I will not participate in the Democratic debates until they switch from time to stock.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh my god.
It took me a second to get
That,
that.
yeah. That's
That was
awesome though.
That's
That's
good.
hilarious.
That's
In checkers, when you in checkers, when you get to the end, you become the king. Imagine if it was the same way for every American, but they get to become president if they climb to the top of the White House. I can make that happen, y'all. Like what? I represent the red. I represent the blue. And I represent the little black screen in between.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you could read this guy all day.
He is kind of a riot, I will say.
How long has this been going on?
A while now, actually. Quite a while.
I will staff my Secret Service detail with only the most elite FPS players, as long as they bring a note from their parents.
Consent is what matters. Oh man.
Climate change is drastically reducing our planet's number of playable areas.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to have to show you his campaign video.
I mean, seriously, he is so fucking funny.
Mario has been in the workforce since 1981 with no chance of retirement in sight.
When I am president, I will work with both sides of the aisle to remove mobile gamers from our census.
Oh, but I was gonna buy the Asus ROG2 phone.
If I win the presidency in 2020 and then again in 2029, I'll end up winning the new presidency plus.
Congress will nationalize KOTOR 2 in order to fund a complete ending. We have, as a country, invested too many hours in those characters to see them reduced to a single expository line from a dying Darth Treya.
What does he post on? What is this?
Twitter.
Okay.
Even elite gamers such as myself make typos. Day one of my presidency, I will implement the Edit Button Act, mandating edit buttons across all social media platforms.
Sounds like a swell guy.
America hasn't had a new DLC state in over 60 years. It's time to let Puerto Rico out of beta so let's get more focus to it. Oh my god. It's time to let Puerto Rico out of beta so the devs get more focus to it. That's great.
I was going to read another one, but that just beat the other one I was going to read.
Voter ID laws are the error code 1016 of democracy.
I mean, this guy is fucking hilarious. Ligma nuts.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm the only candidate for president with a firm stance on Ligma. The next tweet was Ligma nuts.
Oh my god.
There are many, many people running for president in 2020, but I am the only one Naruto running for president.
Oh no.
The solution to loot boxes is the same as the solution to drugs. Bring the market out of the underground so we can regulate it and stop the greedy criminal gangs, i.e. Riot, EA, and Epic, from profiting off innocent victims.
Laugh all you want, but the proposed raid on Area 51 is indicative of a larger problem in our country. There's a lack of compelling endgame content for most Americans. It's not wrong. People are bored. Give us something to do.
Colleges in the United States are a way for the rich to launder privilege. Wealthier students consistently do better on standardized tests, like which Harry Potter character are you, because they have the time and means for extra tutoring.
Bernie Sanders calls himself a gamer, but he's afraid to step up to the big issues. I'm the only candidate who has promised to localize Mother 3.
It is estimated that on average, American children spend nearly 40% of their waking hours not gaming. That number is even worse among marginalized communities. I refuse to accept this in the richest country in the world. As a candidate, it's never too early to start planning your presidential Steam library. I haven't played them yet, but I have already bought thousands of games for it.
This is a Breath of the Wild one.
Oh, God.
We must defeat the evil that is Amazon. As president, I will end the fishing minigame, the map exploration, and the time-consuming fetch quests. It's time to face Calamity Bezos.
When elected, I will share my HBO Go password with the entire country. If every senator in the party pushes skip during a filibuster, the Senate should move on to the next mission. Like, this is amazing.
I want this man to be an actual president.
Climate scientists warn that all
Oh
Super
my
Mario
God.
levels will be underwater by 2025.
We need to abolish ICE. My administration will not stand for spawn camping at the border.
Oh my god!
I've pre-ordered the presidency, but that doesn't mean a thing if we don't show up at the primaries to claim it.
Andrew Yang wants to gamify society. I want to societify games.
America bleeds red, white, and dew.
Our representative system is antiqued and structurally biased. We need a fair, democratic Twitch plays Congress model of governance. Can you imagine Twitch plays Congress?
This is the best one. America needs to follow Skyrim's lead and get rid of class systems.
Yes! Full-heartedly agree with that. Immigrants are the backbones of America. My own uncle came to this country with nothing but a suitcase and a dream, and within 10 years he was working for Nintendo.
Wow. Our hero.
The GOP likes to criticize AOC for being a bartender before she was elected, saying that she's not qualified. Well, they will find nothing to criticize about my employment history because I have none. I am but a gamer. Kids should be allowed to play. Kids should be allowed to stay on their parents' PS Plus account until they're 26.
You can't for insurance.
Oh my god. So
That's the point.
when Twitter went down back on the 11th,
Oh yeah.
he responded, "If I am elected president, Twitter will never go down again. Americans deserve to post." Just before that, he had posted, "It's okay, guys. I took Twitter's cartridge out, blew on it, and we're back up and running."
My N64 is 6 years older than the Department of Homeland Security, and unlike the Department of Homeland Security, my N64 still works and is necessary.
I dream of a future where people are not judged not by the color of their skin, but by whether that skin was earned in game or purchased in a cash shop.
I will take my oath of office on a stack of Nintendo Power magazines. Our current president has spent over 40% of his term AFK, and that's a major problem. If elected president, I vow to IRL stream 24/7 to preserve government transparency.
My Nintendo 64 is 6 years older than the Department of Homeland
I just said
Security.
that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I was busy reading, trying to find the next one to read.
This isn't Telltale. I'm running a campaign
I'm
where the choices
stunned.
actually matter.
Oh,
No. Wow.
I have a straightforward plan for gun control. 2 guns and 1 sidearm per person. Knife makes you run faster. Like, this is just amazing. I got an angry call from another candidate asking me if I think running for president is some sort of game. I said, I don't know, but if it is, I'm definitely going to win it.
this guy is hilarious.
Many people are saying that I look under 35. Well, you'd look this good too if you never went outside. I was born January 1st, 1900.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait, what was that? Sorry, I was looking down.
I was born January 1st, 1900.
I only accept campaign donations in the amount of $13.37 and $80.08.
I commend Nintendo for announcing the Switch Lite, which features non-detachable Joy-Cons. We need more representation for gamers who don't have friends.
If I'm elected president, I vow to follow Jimmy Carter's great example and sell my peanut farm in Stardew Valley.
Truly inspiring quote.
No one should have to stock up on potions to get through life's final bosses. We should have affordable healthcare in both our RPGs and America.
Opponents are already digging into my personal history, so I'm going to be transparent. I rage quit once at the tender age of 15. It's not something I'm proud of, and I've worked every day of my adult life to make up for that mistake. EA made over $1 billion in profits last year, while most Americans can barely afford the game. That's why I support National Game Pass for All, which would make games free at point of download and allow the government to negotiate with developers collectively. I'm the only candidate with a plan to address gaming addiction. Make enough games that nobody ever runs out and turns to crime. I'm only accepting campaign donations in the amount of $13.37 and
Oh.
$80.08.
Yeah, he already read that.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
Did Ross Perot die?
Yes.
Oh, well, because he said if Ross Perot had been a gamer, he could have just hit respawn.
My plan is to never die. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Video gaming needs to be brought into the open. Video gaming needs to be brought out into the open so we can regulate it like drug abuse or assault weapons.
It's time that this it's time in this country. It's time this country has a serious conversation about reparations for those who pre-ordered No Man's Sky.
July 8th, all it says is no Russian.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
Like, come on. This. God.
Wait, are they going to give us reparations?
I don't know. I'm down.
Republicans and Democrats have drank the Kool-Aid when it comes to politics. Well, I drank the bathwater. Now that I've seen the inside of the hospital for myself, I'm ready to lead our nation into stronger healthcare.
That was obviously really recent.
Oh,
Immediately
God.
upon taking office, I will institute a day one executive patch. UBV, Universal Basic V-Bucks, Mountain Dew water fountains in all the public schools, nationalize DC, Marvel, and Lucasfilms, overhaul national loot systems, and legalize video games. The only thing we have to fear is another fear.
As president and as a gamer, I will cancel all pre-order debt.
Billionaires are OP and they need to be nerfed.
On the first day that I am elected president, I will pass an executive order to create Skate 4.
I agree.
Please do not try to inject politics into my campaign. Healthcare is one of my top priorities. We need single-player healthcare. Our education system is crumbling. The Zelda timeline must be taught in schools.
That's the beginning.
I gotta show you the guy's video. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, we're at 11:32. Is anybody still watching? We have 2 concurrent viewers right now, but nobody's mentioned anything in chat or anything.
Everyone
So
signed on and didn't see Corey and Tyler, and they're just like, eh.
I mean, we have 2 people watching right now.
Oh, I thought you said they were gone.
No, we have 2 concurrent viewers.
Oh, well,
That's what I'm saying.
thank
Like,
you for watching.
but nobody's talked in chat or anything.
They're probably like, geez, we're tired of listening to them talk about this fucking guy.
I know, right? But anyway, so yeah. Long story short, we're all Weebs. Library has streaming service. 2K is a thing. I'm Nick.
I'm 2K.
I'm 2.1K.
God, I hope we don't owe Take-Two anything for that for NBA 2K. Anyway,
No,
no.
they've already
See-
fucking banned one of our videos, you fuckers.
Oh yeah, that was 2K that got
It
us.
was.
They got us banned for a day.
You got us banned for a day because we were streaming E3 live last year, and they played
Well,
a trailer for NBA 2K19, and it had Kendrick Lamar's song in it.
Kendrick Lamar got us banned, not 2K though.
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't Kendrick Lamar.
No. It was 2K. No. Sorry. We were watching 2K.
Yes.
In the 2K trailer,
There was a Kendrick Lamar
there was a
song.
Kendrick Lamar song.
When I got mad at Kendrick Lamar, you were like, well, it was 2K. It wasn't Kendrick Lamar that did it.
Oh, maybe it was.
That's what you said.
I don't know.
necessarily mean that that's not what happened.
Anyway,
I don't know.
later till next week. Maybe there'll be
Bye.
one less person.
I'm Corey.
Bye. And